My name is Joanna Quaintance, New Jersey State Agency Manager for First American Title Insurance Company. I am here with Lori Emenecker, Director of Education, and we would both like to welcome you to this webinar.
Thank you, Joanna. We hope everyone watching is RON and RIN ready, but in case you're not, we are here to make sure that you are. Let's dive right in.
Real estate settlement is going digital in order to create a better closing experience while reducing risk for all parties. A digital transformation is complicated as title agents are seeking to meet customers' needs, comply with state and federal law and regulations, and understand evolving technologies.
Today, we will help you cut through some of the complications when evaluating, planning, and implementing a digital e-closing strategy. However, for a more extensive review, please visit the e-closing toolkit to access all available job aids and resources for e-closing. Before we begin, let's quickly review what an e-closing is and the differences between RON and RIN.
While the industry has yet to settle on a standard definition for e-closing, an e-closing is generally any real estate closing event or process in which the buyer, seller, borrower, notary, or other use an electronic signature to sign some or all closing documents.
RIN is performed for a remotely located individual where paper documents are ink signed during an audio-video signing session between the notary and the signer. The documents are then transmitted from the signer to the notary by mail, at which time the notary completes the notarial certificate.
RON is performed for a remotely located individual where electronic documents are electronically signed during an audio-visual signing session between the notary and the signer.
There are many things to consider when determining if you are ready to perform a RON or RIN e-closing. First American's e-closing toolkit provides you with job aids and resources to help prepare.
The RON Strategy Guide is designed to help title agents complete 4 strategic planning steps. First is Scout. Know where and how e-recording can take place and in which counties. Identify potential e-closing customers and identify potential e-closing vendors. Number 2 is Assess. Where does your staff stand with e-closing knowledge and experience? Is there existing e-closing training? Do your existing technologies meet the requirements and integrate well with e-closing vendors? Does your existing insurance coverage meet e-closing requirements? Number 3 is Define. Which transactions qualify for IPEN, RON, and hybrid? Number 4 is Prepare and Execute. Are your employees and customers prepared, and are they familiar with new technology, vendor integration, etc.?
Whether your technology focus is e-sign, hybrid, in-person electronic notarization, or remote online notarization, eTechnology Scout provides investigative questions to help you explore e-closing technologies. Here are just a few. Does the platform have login requirements? Does the platform provide document handling capabilities? Does the platform tamper seal documents?
RON and RIN vendors must be approved by First American and must comply with the law of the notary's commissioning or licensing state. Please visit our website for a complete list of approved vendors. Next up, we have Tony Carroll. Tony is the Enterprise Client Executive with Notarize and provides continued efforts in digitizing the real estate industry and growing the adoption of digital closings in the title industry.
Thank you so much, Joanna. I'm excited to be here, and these are great resources you're providing to your agents as we move into this RON world. We hear a lot that nobody's asking for it, but I think it's us that needs to drive it. Nobody asked for Amazon, did they? So here we have a slide that's going to show that we now have 39 states available to do RON. That's grown tremendously over the past 2 years with the COVID. We're excited to see this, and it is really the facet of where we're going in our industry. So as you can see from the map, that there is 36 states that have passed. 3 are still pending as far as the rules and regulations. So this really will help you grow into more of a national business if you wanted to. You've got options. For this next slide, we're going to talk about the benefits of why you want to do an e-closing. And some of you may say, my lenders aren't asking for it. This is a great time to have a conversation with them to see what their e-closing journey looks like. And maybe you can be part of it. But you want to be ready when you're ready, your lenders are ready. You can do things like seller docs, You can do cash closings, power of attorneys. These are all things you can initiate today. And why do you want to do that? You'll be able to close more loans faster. The improved loan quality, reduce that funding and delivery cycle time, and just overall improve that ROI, return on investment. So if you can sit at your desk and close loan after loan and not have to sit in our lovely New Jersey traffic, pay high gas prices, and you can close a lot more loans with the resources that you have, that would be great, right? You won't have to worry about overnight mails, paper costs, and just the overall cycle. Your post-closing benefits will go way down to have to process those files. You're not having to worry about missed signatures because with e-closing, you're pointing to where those signatures need to be signed. So what does this cost savings look like? Notarize just finished up an ROI study that shows lenders will save $444 per transaction. That's a huge savings, especially now with it just being shy of 10 grand to originate a loan. If you can save that lender that cost, that's amazing. Figure $444 per transaction. Now take a look at your side. As a title company, you can save $100 and 100 minutes. And we talked about some of those benefits already, right? You've got your overnight mails, your paper costs, the time you can close more with less. These are all great benefits and great cost savings that you can have as far as a title agent, and you can also share with your lender. So it makes a great conversation starter with your lender when we talk about that e-closing journey. So we've talked a little bit about this in our previous slides, but it's great to see a visual of this. The direct time eliminated is about $60.69 alone. The transaction quality impact is $17.50 to $23.41. And we talked about the post-closing, reducing the time that's spent on that. And then the direct costs, as we said, regarding those overnight mails and paper costs. This is a substantial savings for you and be able to streamline your overall closing process. I hope this was helpful. I really appreciate First American having me here today, and please don't hesitate to contact me for any additional information. Good luck on your e-closing journey.
The RON Readiness Checklist will help you determine your readiness to perform a RON e-closing. 1. Become an expert. Refer to First American's e-closing insurability matrix to understand the RON rules and regulations for your state. Underwriting guidelines, the papering out procedure, and understand your platform options. 2. Decisions to make. Decide if you will use notaries provided by the platform, use your own, or both. Decide when your agency will offer RON signings, for example, seller signings or cash transactions. 3. Things to do. Create a RON process for settlement to follow, which would include identifying standard documents signed for RON, preparing them for e-signature, tagging the documents, updating the technology if necessary, preparing notaries and training them, and finally, holding a RON session.
First American's e-closings and e-signings lender talking points guide will give you some preliminary background information to help you better understand important topics and discuss them in the field. Some general lender questions might be, what documents are allowed to be e-signed, e-notarized, or done remotely online? What is the timing when e-signing is allowed? What is the preferred way to communicate with the lender during the e-closing process?
Use the How to Become an Electronic Notary Public in New Jersey checklist to help you complete the tasks required to become a remote online notary public in New Jersey. Some of them are: verify current commission status, purchase electronic seals or stamps, purchase a digital certificate, refer to the New Jersey Notary Public Manual for details and requirements, complete New Jersey's notary education and testing, which will be effective July 2022, apply for remote online notarization commission, and understand New Jersey's papering out guidelines.
The RON e-closing professional practice guide will provide guidance for a notary conducting a remote online notarization, as well as address RON challenges. Maintain professionalism as you would in an office environment. Wear business or business casual attire. Conduct the RON in a professional, well-lit environment. For example, no bedrooms, no bathrooms, no pets or other people in the room not related to the transaction. No eating, no drinking during the notary process. Consider preparing a script, addressing RIN challenges ahead of time, such as what would you do if an external party enters the room of the signer? Or if you lose connectivity from the platform or a signer receives a call, computer notification, or an instant message.
For title insurance underwriters, e-closings have powerful potential. If deployed well, they can reduce underwriting risk and improve the borrower and seller experience. Refer to First American's Underwriting Bulletin issued on October 19, 2021 for the full list of standards required.
While this was a brief overview of what tools and resources are available to you, more detailed information is available on the First American Title AgentNet website. Click on the Agent Resource Center tab. Then click on the Agent e-Closing Toolkit. Clicking on any one of the checklist or guides will take you directly to the document.
Here you will find great tools and resources available to you on the AgentNet site.
On behalf of First American Title Agency, we want to thank you for watching this webinar, and we hope you got valuable information. Don't forget, we are all just a phone call away if you have any questions or need any further information.